Hey guys, how's it going? Chris back here, another video. This time it's going to be a quick, I hope quick, discussion about the games I beat last year. I know it took a while for me to get on camera this year. Trust me, you did not want to see me a week and a half ago. When I last made my video, last video I made was I'm going to beat, or I was currently starting, Final Fantasy VII. So I did that, started it, and then 2-3 days after, somebody at work came in to work with like the flu, and they had like, I don't know, it was like H2N3 or it was like H1N1. I don't know what it was. Trust me, it was bad. And we were talking, and what they had to do is they were talking, I don't know, about this far away from me, and of course what they had to do is they had to cough in my face instead of or it's literally coughed in my face. So I was like, oh, this is going to be fun. Thank you for that. So I got really, really sick. So I don't know what I got, but it was bad. So good thing about it, though, was that I got to stay at home. Sure, I was sick. I was, like, sweating profusely. I was wearing, like, a jacket and a blanket on this couch, and I was just shivering. But I had Final Fantasy VII, Cloud, and the rest of the crew to get me better. So by the end of the week, I took 3 days off of work, and I had 2 days off my regular days. And I pretty much did nothing but sleep, drink water, and play Final Fantasy VII. And boy, I finished it. First game I finished, one of the first games I finished this year, and I was so excited. I finished Final Fantasy VII. Great game. It is everything that everybody says it is, except for I didn't really feel connected with Cloud and Sephiroth. Sid was my favorite character, so I don't know. But other than that, great game. Awesome. One of my favorite Final Fantasies of all time now. A must play if you haven't played it, and I'm pretty sure I'm the last person on Earth that actually hasn't. So, talking about video games finished, I thought maybe I should talk about the ones I finished last year. Well, if you follow me on Instagram, I already posted about it, but I thought maybe this will be some extra content for the channel. So I'm going to talk about the 64 games I finished last year. I'm going to put them in the description down below, so there's going to be a lot of ones I'm going to skip over because I will be here all day, and I don't really want to do that. So I'm just going to talk about the ones that jump out on me, the ones that I actually first time finishes. Like I beat Turtles in Time, all that kind of stuff, Ranma, Super Mario World. Those games I've beaten many times, but they're not going to be talked about on the 64. Well, I've beaten them, so they're going to be in the list, but I'm not going to talk about them. I'm only going to talk about the ones that it's for the first time ever. So they're going to be a little asterisks here. So I planned ahead, so I'm going to be reading off my phone. So first game in January last year I beat was Horizon Zero Dawn. And this is where I would put the gameplay if I knew how to edit, but I don't, so whatever. So Horizon Zero Dawn and the Frozen Wilds DLC, one of my favorite games of that year. Well, it was the year before, so. But I digress. It was really good, very fun game. Yeah. I'll just go look at another. Oh, first time ever. This is another first time ever. Never finished Power Stone before until last year. So Power Stone was the first time for me. Awesome fighter. It was so good. The Dreamcast, I had to blow some dust off of that sucker, start playing the fighter, and it was really fun. Really fun. I forget the girl's name, but I played the genie girl and or the gypsy, whatever. She was fun. Power Rangers Time Force on the GBA. Well, I didn't play it on the GBA itself. I played it on the Retro 5 or Retro whatever it is. Retron 5. Retron 5! Haha, I remember. And that was a really fun little platformer. Little kind of platform beat 'em up. It was pretty cool. Last year was the first time I ever beat Earthworm Jim on the Genesis. Go Ackman on the Super Famicom. First time I ever beat that. Another Power Rangers game this time on the Game Boy Color, and I played that also on the Retron 5. Power Rangers LightspeedRescue. Pretty fun game. Pretty good. First time ever playing Way of the Samurai 2 and finishing it was last year on the PS2, and I got the good ending. That was really fun. The first co-op game of the year last year was Dead Island, and I beat that with Chad Bailey. If he's watching, that was a really fun time. Awesome time. Both hands are busy right now, by the way. I'm reading and I'm petting my cat here. Moxie's up to say hello, everybody. Get your butt out of the way. So yeah, those are the ones talking about. They're worth talking about in January. In February, I got Dragon Ball FighterZ on the PS4, and I played that thing till the wheels fell off. Yeah, good girl. She's here to see everybody, right? Want to see everybody? Oh, want to see? Look. She doesn't care. Dragon Ball FighterZ. It was a good story. I beat all 3 stories on that one. Congo's Caper was the first time I ever finished that. And Shadow of the Colossus, the remake on the PS4, it was on my top 5, I think, my top 5 games of last year. Beat that last year as well, and it was awesome. Nier Automata was the first time I ever finished that last year. I got the endings A, B, C, D, and G. There's other endings, like, well, there's A to Z endings, and I've only beat those ones. So, oh, here we go. There's some retro games to talk about. I bought the Disney Collection, Disney Afternoon Collection, I think it's called, on the PS4, and I beat every single game on that. My favorite being Darkwing Duck, and there's a lot of cat hair. Look at all that cat hair. Darkwing Duck is for sure one of my favorite ones. It's kind of like Mega Man. Yeah, it's really fun. Ratchet and Clank for the PS4 is my first ever Ratchet and Clank game I've ever played. Look at all that cat hair. Jeez, I have to dust or comb my cat. One of the two. So yeah, Ratchet and Clank was the first time I ever played a Ratchet and Clank game, and it was free on the PlayStation 4 on PS Plus. So I bought that or got that and played it. It was really fun. Let's fast forward to April, and it was the first Switch game I beat of the year, and it was another co-op game, and it's Kirby Star Allies, and I played that with the wife. That's so much fun, really fun. 99 Vitas, got that on PS Plus as well last year. Just a beat 'em up. It's nothing to really talk about. Mr. Masagi, that's not even a game. It's like a dating sim, but if you got an hour, you can platinum that thing. My Name is Mayo. All these games are like coworkers are like, you gotta play these. They're like Steam guys, eh? They're big fans of Steam and PC. I'm not a PC gamer, so I try to play whatever I can on the PS4 if it's the same games or whatever. So I played My Name is Mayo, and you really just tap a mayo jar. And it just goes click, 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 and there's a story that pops up, and you follow it. But it's I don't know if you like My Name is Mayo, all the power to you. But I didn't really like it. 36 Fragments of Midnight. It's a little platformer. It's like Super Meat Boy, but easy, and it was really fun. I like that one. Dragon Quest Heroes on the PS4. That was one of my backlog games from like 2 years ago, and I just left it. So then I was like, you know what? I'm going to restart it, and I'm going to beat it that year. And I did. It was really fun. And I'm not really into the Dynasty Warriors style of games. Just like the hacker / mindless. Like, they're fun. They're fun. I wish it was co-op, because it would have been way better with a friend. But it just kind of got repetitive. But it had Dragon Quest in it, so I played it, and I liked it. A heavy hitter for me for last year, and it's one of my favorite games. It'll go down in memory forever. Ni no Kuni 2 for the PS4. It was fantastic. It was a must play. It's a must play for any of you guys. Awesome game. First game on the N64 I beat last year. Actually, it's the sole N64 game I beat last year. Seeing as I'm a big N64 guy, I only beat one N64 game last year. It was Nuclear Strike, and it's a helicopter game, like top-down view shooter. It was fun. A game I got from Chad Bailey. He sent it over, and he sent it for my birthday, I'm pretty sure, and it's ukulele. I have a lot to talk about ukulele, but I'll give you the abridged version. If you're looking to play Banjo-Kazooie, I suggest playing Banjo-Kazooie. It's very repetitive. A buddy of mine, Ryan, RPG Tour? Yeah. Ryan. He platinumed that thing. And I was super like, whoa, how would you do that? But he did it. Good job. So I got the Genesis Classics, and there's a lot of games I played on there that are the first times I ever played. Like Shining Force, that's another game I finished. Shining Force and Kid Chameleon was one of those, like, you should be playing Kid Chameleon. Right? Everyone anyone in my age played Kid Chameleon. It's the first time I ever beat it. It was last year. Beyond Two Souls, that was free with PlayStation Plus. I beat that. We're in July right now, so I'm just jumping all over the place. I apologize. It might not be the best video, but I just want to talk about some games that I beat. In August, I beat Caladrius Blaze. It's a really fun shoot 'em up. I'm trying not to say shmup no more, because trying not to show my millennial. So Caladrius Blaze, great shoot 'em up, very fun. Mafia 3, I beat that in September, and that was also free with PlayStation Plus. I never felt so much white guilt in my life playing a game. Trust me, I feel white guilt every day. Mafia 3, heavy use of the N-word. Heavy use of the N-word. Not only from the black side, but from the white side. And I beat that in September. So, Spider-Man beat that. Spider-Man beat that in September as well. Fantastic game. It made me cry. It was awesome. WWE 2K19 in October, finished that. That one has a story, an actual story with voiceovers, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was fun. November, here's one game that I don't know if I will count, because a lot of people are only saying, it counts if you beat all the characters. Well, I only beat one character in Octopath Traveler, that was Ophelia. I started off with a different character, and it's good. It's a good game. I've been playing so much games that year, I just brushed it aside. I'll probably get back to it maybe this year. Beat up all the stories. But it was fun. It's beautiful. Like, so beautiful. Yakuza Kiwami, first time I ever played a Yakuza game, and it was free with the PlayStation Plus. So I think you can tell what games I've been playing a lot. It's a lot of free games. But that was really fun. Burly Men at Sea, finished that too, another free game. And that's like a little storybook style game. In December, the end of the year, I just went full bore on fighters, beat 'em ups, on beat 'em ups. And I bought the beat 'em up bundle, went through that sucker and beat every single one of them. And then another Switch game, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. And yeah, so those are the games I finished of 2018. I'll put them down in the description. If you bother reading them, I thank you, because this is probably the worst video I've ever made. I just wanted to talk into a camera and show you that I'm still alive. The flu did not take my life, so I am good to go. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you can, just go down in the description, read the games that I didn't mention. Let's have a little discussion about the games you finished. I'm going to finish this video by talking about the games I finished this year so far. And I finished 8. So I started off the year with Go-Go Ackman 2, because last year I finished the first one, so I had to finish the second one here. Much harder than the first one. Second game I beat was Bulletstorm. I beat that on the PS3, but it was free on the PS4, so I played that. Then I beat Final Fantasy VII, first time ever, and good lord was that ever good. It was great. Another game that actually is a bane of my existence. Okay, there's a little story about this one. When I was a kid, my dad, we had a Super Nintendo, and my dad would rent us games. usually with us, but at this time, I don't know, I just didn't go with him this time. So he comes back with Out of This World for the Super Nintendo. And at this time, mind you, I only played Mario games, and I didn't know anything else but to jump and go that way a lot, or that way, and just jump and attack things, right? So, well, he gets me Out of This World, and because he's like, oh, my kid likes space, and he likes comic books, this looks like a comic book. It was too hard for me, and every time I try to play it, I get this rush of this little... And it's at the beginning, like, right at the beginning. This little worm with, like, a little teeth thing scratches your leg and you die. Well, I learned in my teenage years that you can kick that sucker. You can kick him. Cool. So, you keep going, and then there's, like, this beast, and I can never outrun it. So, fast forward to my adulthood. Another World was free on PlayStation, so I downloaded it, and it was on my day off. And I think it's only like an hour and a half game, but it took me like 3.5 hours to actually finish it. I beat the sucker with help of a walkthrough, but I finished it, and I put that demon to rest. It's gone. It's done. I'm never playing Another World again. Then I beat Psycho Pass Mandatory Happiness. I don't know if you can count it as beat. I read it. It's a visual novel. It's fun. Fun story. Worst game of the year I beat this year so far, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. That was free on PlayStation Plus as well. It's like a secret game that they gave away last year, and yeah, 2 hours in, I wanted it to be over. It's like a 10-hour story, and I was done. I was done with it. So after that, I needed some fluff. I needed to have some fun, so I played and beat Cat Quest. Cute little RPG, kind of Diablo style. Super cute, super fun, just fluff. Something to make you very happy, right? And then after that, I didn't even show it in a pickups video, so whatever. It's Kamen Rider Climax Scramble on the Switch. It's an import game all the way from Japan. It's Kamen Rider. I like Kamen Rider. I play Kamen Rider. I finished that game. So 8 games this year, 64 last year. But if you remember my talk about New Year's resolutions, I'm going to start playing these games and just enjoying them instead of rushing through them. That's what I did last year. It's not going to happen this year. I'm a changed man. I've talked for way too long. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, you know, show me some love. I love commenting with you guys. Talking back and forth is really fun. So I wasted enough of your time. You guys have a good day. See ya.